So, Salman asked, his sheikh died, his teacher died. This is the fourth sheikh now from his house. So we can imagine, he's already probably around 50 years old at this time. So he asks, what is the land that is the most well known for producing dates? He asks in Syria. He is told, the land of? There is no Saudi Arabia at that time. Saudi Arabia is 1931. Khaybar, which is close to Yathrib. So he asks around, who amongst you is going to Khaybar? How can I go to Khaybar? So he is told, there are Arab caravans that trade in Damascus here. Get one of the caravans and go to Khaybar. Now, Salman is a monk, he's a priest. He has no money, he has no prestige, he has no clan, he has no society. And so he says to a group of Arab traders, are you going to Khaybar? They said, yes, we're going to Khaybar, come with us. When he joined their caravan, they kidnapped him, meaning they took him as a slave. Because he has, again, this is a lawless society. There is no 911 you can call, there is no government. And Salman is not a member of Rome, he's not a member of Persia anymore, he's in exile. He doesn't have people who come and fight for him. This is a lawless society. So Salman is taken as a slave. And instead of ending up in Khaybar, he is sold to a group of Yahud who happen to live in Yathrib, which is later to be called Medina. Because he had that sincerity. And so for decades he toiled in Medina. As a slave, as a 70-year-old man, subhanAllah. As a slave, he's toiling in Medina. And rumors began to spread of a man claiming to be a prophet. And rumors began to spread that he's immigrating to Medina. And the Yahud began to be worried in trepidation because they thought this is the king of the Arabs who's coming. And when the king of the Arabs come, then we're in trouble. And Salman, he tells us a story that he was collecting dates from the top of the tree. And he heard his master speak with his brother, the master and his brother, that the king of the Arabs has arrived. This is the first hijrah, the first day of the hijrah. The king of the Arabs has arrived. This he's been waiting for the last 20 years. He literally jumps down and he runs to his master and says, what happened? Did he come? Did he come? And the master slaps him across the head and says, go back to your work. What are you worried about? You're a slave. Get back to your work. So Salman goes back, finishes what he's doing. When he finishes the chores that are assigned to him, he takes some of his dates, which was his own food. And he comes to the Prophet. This is on the second, third day that he's in Medina. And he says, that I heard that you're a stranger in this town. Here is some charity for you. Puts it in front. So the Prophet ﷺ tells the Sahaba, Kulu, eat. But he doesn't eat anything. The second day after his chores are over, he brings another plate and he says, today I have come with you with some dates and this is a gift to you. So the Prophet ﷺ tells the Sahaba, Kulu, but he eats as well. So Salman, now his heart is racing. This is a land of dates. He's, one sign has been met. Now what do I do to get to the third sign? So he stands up and he goes behind the Prophet and trying to take a peek, if he can look into his shirt to see what he can do. And when this old man goes behind the Prophet ﷺ and starts peering and peeking, the Prophet ﷺ understood. So he unbuttoned his shirt and he lowered it. He lowered it behind his back to literally show him the pigeon mark, the khatam. And when Salman saw this, he began crying and he began wailing and screaming. He came and he kissed the hands and the feet of the Prophet ﷺ and he told him his whole story. And the Prophet ﷺ said, we must help you for your freedom. And the people put a ridiculous price on him. When they knew the Prophet ﷺ wanted him, they said, you must give us, I forgot now, is it 150 dates, 150 date trees. Date trees. Salman says, where can I get 150 date trees from? So the Prophet ﷺ said, next time it's the season to plant the seeds, call me. So the Prophet ﷺ came with his own hands. He planted 150 of those trees, and within a year there was full trees. So he said, here's your ransom, Salman, you're free. And Salman became a free Muslim because the Prophet ﷺ paid for his ransom through that barakah.